Drea, Miss Drea, Louisiana style. I hope you guys can hear me. Please put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I think I have the wrong link for you, everybody. Let's see. Okay, do I have a viewer in here? If I do, can you post a comment? All right, there we go. Is it echoing or anything? Hey, Miss BG, I can hear you. I mean, I can see you. All right, thank you, Princess Law. Okay, I'm new to this, so sorry I was late. I was trying to get some stuff started. My name is Miss Drea, Louisiana style. Welcome to my page. Before we get started, I hope you hit that. Go ahead and hit the like, comment, and subscribe, as well as bang the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I go live or drop a video. All righty. So I do have StreamYard up. If anybody wants to come up, you are more than welcome. I honestly don't. Shay, I might need to call you back so I can so you can show me how to invite people. Let's see. Okay. So copy to the clipboard. Uh-oh. Okay, I think that's the link to the StreamYard. So if anybody decide they want to come up. But today, well, first I want to give a shout out to Miss Black Diamond, one of the mods that I mod with in Princess's channel. She asked me today, was I gonna drop another video or go live? And I told her I thought that I think that I did. I mean, I would because I had a really, really, as you can tell by the title, did I shoot someone or was it a dream? And yesterday, out of nowhere, I had the worst dream ever. And so today I decided to do some research because when I woke up from my dream, I just could not stop crying. And so I talked to one of my good friends, and he advised me that sometimes it's not, even though the dream might be bad, it might mean something good in real life. So I did some research today, and I came up with some things, or well, no, I didn't come up with anything. I did my own research. So I'm going to try to share my screen with you guys. I won't be on long unless anybody want to come up and just chit with me. But let me see here. Okay. So can you guys see my screen? Let me know if you can see it. If not, put a one in the chat if you can see it. Hey, Miss Black Diamond, sorry you got lost. Okay. And hopefully you guys can still see it because I'm not looking at StreamYard. But basically, the dream that I had was me shooting someone. The dream was very clear and it freaked me out when I woke up. So I did a Google search and specifically for what I dreamed about, which was me shooting someone. And it says here on Miller's Guild, was this millersguild.com/dreams about shooting. And the scenario was I went to my cousin's house or my aunt's house, and I saw two of my cousins in the kitchen. I walked through the kitchen, went through the back, and then there was some strange people, like a black girl, and it was like this white dude. Um, I don't know, they had words or something. So I was trying to take up for the guy, and I told the girl, you know, you need to leave him alone. I'm not gonna say what I said, but that's good enough. And so she had a hammer and act like she wanted to fight, and I shot in the stomach. And so when I shot in the stomach, I turned around. She turned around and walked off and said that someone, oh, she said, oh, this girl just shot me. Oh, I need a mod so I can I'm gonna block them. She said, oh, this bee just shot me. And she fainted. So I left out my aunt's back door, walked around, and like it's crazy because I still have the truck that I drive. That's the truck that I was in. Um, that the person that I shot and the guy that I was defending are the only two people in the dream that I did not know that I did not know. And so um, I came home and I told my mom what I had done, and I called some cousins and some people, told them what was going on. I just told my mom, I said, I just need to take a shower before I go to jail. And so she was talking to somebody on the phone. She came back and she said, yeah, the police said that it'll be best for you to turn yourself in versus them having to come find you. So we were preparing for me to turn myself in. I got out the shower, and the aunt whose house I was at, she's deceased. She passed in March of last year, 2020. So, um, one of her daughters has been, sick, but she's fine. But I talked to her on Saturday, and I told her, she called me and she said, I ain't talked to you in a while. And I said, yeah, I know. I said, I'm gonna try to come by there tomorrow, which would have been Sunday, but I did make it over. And um, so I was, when I woke up from my dream, I was really concerned. I was scared. I couldn't stop the tears because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what is going on? And I had just been, before I fell asleep yesterday, I went to sleep early as I got off work. I went to sleep, and me and my friend was talking about dreams, and he was telling me about dreams that he used to have and how he relate them to real life. And I told him, I said, I've had dreams, but I never relate them to real life. I don't, I wake up from a dream and I'm like, oh, that was a good dream or that was a bad dream, but I never relate it to life. And it was ironic because when I fell asleep, me and him was still on the phone, and I fell asleep on him, and I heard him say, "Andrea, you don't went to sleep." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm so tired." So we got off the phone, and I went on back to sleep. And then I woke up and I just couldn't stop crying because I'm like, Lord, I'm finna go to jail. I have a trip planned in April of this year, and next month technically, and the dream was so vivid because even in my dream, I was thinking about, I said, oh, I don't paid all this money to go on this trip. I'm finna go to jail. I'm not going to be able to go on the trip. I was worried about my job, the same job that I have now. And also, my parents, my cousins came to see me. One of my cousins I remember very, very, very well. One of my other cousins, which was the third person by now that I see, she came and gave me a hug. My sister, she was here. My niece came home from college this weekend. She was in the dream, and it's just so ironic that like all of these people were in the dream, and I can remember everything so well. Hey, Miss Princess. Hey, Miss Black Diamond. Hey, Shay. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, Miss BJ. And so, I just couldn't stop crying when I woke up because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's so real. I literally woke up thinking that I was gonna go to jail and miss my trip, but most importantly, go to jail, and that's not for me. So, um, I did some research, and it just kind of lifted a burden off my heart because when I typed in interpreting dreams, I couldn't really find anything. So I said, well, let me type in what it means to dream about shooting. And this is what came up. The first one was you are upset and angry. And after reading through that, um, that really didn't relate to what I have going on. But when I got to the second one, it I don't know, something just came over me because literally for maybe the last 2 or 3 months, at my job, I have been a little unhappy only for the fact of I've been there for a while and the raises aren't happening, and it's not me or my job performance because I've been promoted to another position. I've been in that position for 2 years, but every job that we have, there's going to be issues in the company. And so when it comes to salary increases and you have issues with HR, can't keep anybody in HR. And honestly, selfishly, I feel like that has nothing to do with me, that y'all can't keep anybody in HR. What about my raise? I have gotten a little lax, so it's hard for me to leave because my pay is decent. I'm not gonna lie about that. My pay is decent, so at no point do I just plan to just up and leave, especially for something less than what I make. But at the same time, I want to be appreciated for the work that I put in each day. And so I've been talking to my supervisor. We have a one-on-one every month, and she tells me that, well, we're still waiting on HR. And so I've been talking about this with one of my friends as well. But the second one that came up is the one that related most to, I feel, my situation. And it says, good news is coming your way. If you dream about shooting someone, even if not that pleasant at the moment, it is a sign of good news about to come. Sometimes such dreams can be very realistic, and you wake up with the sensation you have to hide from the police. But fortunately, they're just dreams. Very fortunately, because like I said, I woke up, didn't know if I was going to jail or what, and I just could not stop crying. So and then it says, moving on, it says, in fact, killing another person with a firearm means you are changing and that you are transitioning to another phase of your life. For example, it could mean a new job, an increase in salary, a new house, or bad people moving away from you. There are also variations to the meaning depending on what is used to shoot another person. For example, if you dream of shooting someone with a sniper gun, it signifies an optimistic attitude toward life. Using a sniper gun implies a lot of preparation and the overcome of difficulties to reach a target with precision. It can only mean you will get through obstacles and achieve a difficult target. In the opposite position, if you get shot by a sniper gun, you become pessimistic about life and resolving complex problems. So I really felt like that one was geared more to me because I have been waiting patiently. I'm not going to really just go into religion. I'll never deny my God. I believe in God. I've grown up in the church, but I don't want to just come on to YouTube and make it seem like, I'm holier than thou or anything like that. But I'll never not talk about God. And I do believe in God for sure. Um, so I have faith. And in the Bible, it tells you to be still. And so maybe this is my sign of being still because that number two, that good news is coming your way. That really just touched me for it to, for months. I just, I, I need a salary increase or maybe a new job. Both of those are options for me. Um, I, I'm at the age where I could possibly look for a house, but I don't need a new house right now. I'm good where I am. Even a new vehicle. I'm looking forward to purchasing a new vehicle. And so that just kind of resonated with my spirit. If you guys want to read the rest of those, you can. I can drop a link. Also, it looks like I have a visitor in the back. If you want to cut your camera off, you can. If not, you can keep it on. It's up to you. I'm not gonna say nothing because some of the people in here know who you are, so I'm gonna let it be a surprise to them. And but yes, that just kind of touched on me a little bit. I just wanted to share that. Thanks to Miss Black Diamond, like I said, she encouraged me. Princess encouraged me today. I'm a cry baby, but I'm not gonna cry. I just, I that dream. It was just so ironic that I had that dream. And I'm going to stop sharing the screen right now. If he wants me to put it back on, I will. But for anybody who doesn't know, this is my friend Wesley. He goes by Beavis. He's my best guy friend. Hey Wesley.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I came in late because I didn't notice your link was I had put a reminder, but I didn't know that your link was messed up.
Oh yeah, I was having some issues with that. So I posted the new link in the chat. So hopefully obviously that worked. They got you over here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it worked.
Okay, wonderful. So, do you have any? Oh, but anyway, as I was saying, I have this is my friend Wesley. Also, let me go through some of the comments. Oh, I'm gonna have to get y'all some mod positions too, so y'all can block trolls. I'm surprised I had a troll. I guess it was a robot troll in here, but it's the shower for me. What happened, Miss Shay? That probably be my air conditioner. Y'all here back there sound like a shower. Keep popping on and popping off. And Miss Black Diamond, I see, says, I dreamed that I had more money than than Jeff Bezos, when my pockets are screaming empty. It's okay if you cry. Okay. So for I know Princess Law, that's my cousin, you guys. And Princess, I'm not gonna call your real name. I don't know if you want me to, but we have Miss Shay Jim Dropper in the chat, as well as Miss Black Diamond and House of Princess and BJ. She was here. I'm not sure if she's still here or not, but I just wanted to introduce y'all to my cousin, which is Princess Law, and my best friend Wesley. Um, Princess has her own channel, and I actually mod for her. So you guys have to check her out. I'm gonna have to learn how to work this so I can put her link in the chat, and or if Shay, you can put a Shay or Miss Black Diamond, one of y'all. Oh, hey, Miss BJ. Okay, so Miss BJ is still here. So I just, bear with me. I'm a little nervous. It's my first live, so I know I'll get used to it after a while. But um, Wesley, did you want to say anything?
No, I'm just actually just here for support. I kind of, like I said, I kind of missed exactly all you was talking about. I guess you kind of went into the meaning of dreams. Is that what you was doing?
Yeah, I mainly touched on the one that related to the dream that I had last night. I can reshare that if you want. Did you hear what I was telling you what it meant? Well, or what it says that it meant. I'm not. Oh, I kind of got off subject a little bit. When I was saying I do believe in God, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, or I'm not a. I don't really read into signs. So like when I meet people, I don't astrology, I guess that's what they call it. I'm not one of those, oh, what's your sign type of people. So I'm not really into all of that, but this just really hit me. And one second here. So can you see that?
Yeah, I
Can
see
y'all
it.
see this? Okay. And the number two one, like I told him, I'll drop the link. I'll put the link to this live in here. But the good news is coming your way. So it was number two on that kind of meant something to me because I think me and you have talked about it too, that I've been asking about a raise for my job for the longest, and that shooting that I had in my dream, it was almost related to what I've been talking about for the last couple of months with you and another one of my friends,
Right.
one of my close friends. And so it just lifted a burden and a spirit off of me, or something, that I just was able to take a deep breath and jiggle my shoulders a little bit. So it made
Right.
me feel good. And Miss Black Diamond told me to ask me today, was I gonna go live? And I wasn't, but when she asked me that, that was the first thing that came to mind. And I said, well, maybe I should. I'm just starting my channel. I just dropped a video, so I don't want to let too much time go by before I do any more content. I know I'm still gonna drop the video that we did on for Mardi Gras last week. So I want to try to get that done before too much time passes by. I don't want it to be 4th of July and we dropping Mardi Gras video.
Okay.
But so that was kind of what I wanted to talk about. The live is not gonna wasn't gonna be very long. But if there's anybody else who want to come up, you can. You're more than welcome. I know some people don't really like to, speak publicly, but the floor is here. If anybody has anything that they have had a dream about that maybe they're wanting to know what it could be interpreted, I can try to look it up real quick on the Google and see. Or if you catch the replay gang, 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 you can also leave a comment. I'll be sure to reply or react to your comment. So I think that's all. Also, y'all, my friend Wesley is the guy who I usually go to every weekend for my fellow mods and princess in the chat. When you hear me talking about Wesley, I'm always at Wesley House. And Wesley sings too. I sing, well, I don't sing. Well, I sing, I can't sing as good as Wesley. Wesley has the vocals. And then I just be there just because. So but
Whatever.
yeah, so that was kind of what I wanted to touch bases and talk about today, as far as the dream that I had. It was just so surreal, and I've never had a dream like that, to where I woke up and it had me in my emotions. As a lot of people know that, which is not many people here that knows that I carry. Well, everybody here know that I carry, and that's fine. I'm okay with people knowing that. And I'll be quick to say, oh no, baby, I don't fight, I shoot. And the first time I had a dream about shooting somebody, it literally almost made my hair, I almost pulled my hair out of my head. So um and it kind of put me into a different perspective. And I didn't wake up and say, maybe I need to slow down, because I don't live a fast life. I'm usually at home all day, every day until the weekends when I go to Wesley house. So I might go to my cousin's house. So um I just wanted to, speak to you guys about it and let you know. And if you have dreams or if you've never thought about what your dreams could mean or anything like that, and if you have one that comes to you and is very vivid and very clear, maybe look it up, do some research and see if it relates, because this really related to me. I just, I called Wesley last night when I woke up. Well, I texted him and I said, "Are you asleep?" "Yeah." And he said, "No." So when he told me no, I called him and I was just crying. And he's the one, Wesley has some trauma that he's gone through too. So I kind of felt bad because I'm like, well, I'm calling him and he probably, need me. So we're normally there here for each other. We lean on one another, and I was just glad to know that I had somebody that I could talk to just as well as he has someone that he can always talk to. Me and Wesley was on the phone. What was that, about a week ago, Wesley, for like 6 hours at one time. It was like 5 hours and something. Then the phone hung up because your battery died, and then you called me back and we was on the phone for like another 2 hours. So we spent
Right.
like 7 hours on the phone. Actually, one night it was Princess. One night you was live, and I had to leave. I left the chat, never come back. It was the night you did that after dark as well, or the continuance. And so I was on the phone with Wesley, and we was just, venting to one another and leaning on each other. And y'all know I talk a lot, so um,
But I can just say that you when you was talking about my trauma, me going through what I went through, I was was in a situation to where these guys, I still to this day not too sure what was going on, but um end up getting shot. And I was lucky to come out of that situation and be where I am right now. So Andrea has really been uh, a person that has been there for me and helped me through this time and dealing with what I've been going through. And so, when she came to me and was telling me about the dream that she had and how it made her feel, I just want her to know, like, I'm glad you looked up and seen the different meaning of it, because I kept saying it doesn't mean that that's what's gonna happen, or that doesn't mean that's what's gonna come to, my dog. And but I'm glad you looked up the meaning to look at it in a better light than the way that you were looking at it at first.
yes, I
So
was. Yes,
I'm
and
glad about that.
thank you. Also, I don't know if I said this part already, but I did text my cousin and last night, and I just called, texting, said I was checking on her to see how she was doing, and I told her about the dream too because she was in it, and I had just talked to her a couple of days before. So she was good, and I was supposed to go. I told Wesley last night, I said, well, when I get off work today, I'm going over there just to, make sure that she's okay. And I didn't make it because because I felt better and I seen a positive side of this dream that I had. I did this instead. So I'm definitely gonna make it my business to go by and try to visit her one day this week. And yeah, move on from there and just pray that God continues to wrap his arms around me and my family and my friends.
Yes, and I really truly believe it's going to be a good year for us. Just looking at how we've been trying to get things together, the way you've been getting your page together, I'm so proud of you, and I'm happy you're doing this. And the same thing that I've been starting to work on my music again, and um, just those small things, those small steps that we're taking. Really, then you have somebody that's supportive and being there for you, what really makes a difference as well. And I've been enjoying this, and I'm happy that you're doing what you're doing, and we're trying to accomplish some things this year. And hey, let's get it.
That's right. Also, just in case you guys didn't know, a little I don't know what to call it, so I'm just gonna say it. So a long time ago, me and Wesley could have been rich by now. Just so y'all know.
Hmm.
A long time ago, before YouTube even came out, it was what I moved to Texas in
It wasn't
2000.
even social media. It wasn't. I'm sorry to cut you, but I was gonna say this before you finish. It wasn't no Facebook. It wasn't no YouTube. It wasn't even MySpace when we thought about this. But go ahead.
Yes. Um, me and Wesley was sitting in the car, and I said, you know what? We should just start recording ourselves, just talking about just normal stuff. And he was like, yeah. And I ain't no telling what kind of phone I had. Probably it wasn't a Nokia because them Nokias didn't have no cameras on them. But I pulled out that phone and just set it up, and we were just like, now what we're gonna talk about? And we kind of laughed a little bit, and then cut it off, and never did a video again. But and then maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I was like, I kind of want to do a YouTube page, or I want, but I never did anything. And then finally, um, fortunately, I was brought here in August I was brought here to just be for a couple of weeks, and I've been here ever since in Louisiana from Texas. So, um, me and my friend, we just, God brought us back, put us in a, well, I ain't gonna say he brought us back because we never left each other, but he put us in a position to where we were kind of able to get back to the times it were when we went in our early 20s, and you know making $5 an hour, but we always had money to go on trips and everything else. And it just kind of put us back in that youthful friendship that we had. And so, we were sitting there thinking. I told Wes, I said, you remember that time? And I said, you probably not gonna remember. And he was able to finish the sentence. He was like, yep, that we was talking about making a podcast, or doing videos. And I was like, yes. I said, do you know how rich we could have been by now
Okay.
had we just did it and kept doing it? But at the end of the day, it's a time and a place, and it's a season for everything. So maybe this is our season, maybe it's not, but it's gonna be my season because I'm not gonna stop. I don't care if I don't have 2 viewers in here. I'm not gonna stop. So, and Wesley, did you have any closing words before we get out of here?
No, I just, like I said, I'm just proud of you, and I'm happy that I mean, it's motivating me to keep doing what I'm doing. Like I said, when I was the other day, when I sent you that song that I did, and I was just like, oh, this is amazing. This feels good. This is something that I can see myself doing on a daily basis if it was to be a job that I could do. So um just saying, just stick with it, keep doing what you're doing, and we are going to get to where we need to get to.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me check some of the comments before we go. I see Miss Black Diamond says 7 hours on the phone. Some people don't sleep that long. Me, so I'll be up all night. Thank you, Miss Shay. All righty, Miss Black Diamond gave me a hand clap. Princess Law, she said, you gonna have us all dreaming tonight. Hopefully some good dreams.
Right.
So, but yeah, and so I'm gonna try to do another live maybe in a couple of days. I'll come up with some content that I want to talk about. TV shows, anything that you guys are interested in. Right now there's only 5 of us in here, but hey, it's 5 right now, and before we know it, it'll be 500, and then
Right.
5,000. So I'm not gonna limit myself. I'm not gonna stop myself. I'm gonna keep going. And yeah, and you guys make sure you hit the like button. You can share my page, and subscribe, and make sure you bang the notification bell button. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl, Miss Drea, Louisiana style. You guys have a good night.
You too.
All righty. Bye
All right.
bye.